What's up, welcome back to Nowstalgia. Dave here with a review of Ice Spice's debut album, Y2K. Ice Spice, the momentum has continued. Ice Spice has legitimately become a real pop star, real rap star, and coming off the viral success of Munch in the back half of 2022, it was clear that Ice Spice had some sense of virality, definitely seemingly would fit into the evolving nature of Bronx drill music in general, but I certainly didn't see what happened next coming. Now, Ice Spice has 4 platinum singles to her name, Munch went gold as well, big co-signed by Taylor Swift, and now we're to the point where Ice Spice is kind of the most significant new rap star of the last few years, largely in part because rap has had a hard time breaking new stars lately, so her success, whether you're a fan of hers or not, is certainly needed. Ice Spice, alongside probably Cash Cobain, is now kind of the new standard bearer for, New York drill music right now, kind of leaning into the sexy drill subgenre as drill continues to evolve and move forward, especially in New York in the wake of Pop Smoke's passing. Ice Spice's debut album, Y2K, is really Ice Spice not doing too much more than we haven't heard her do before. A short album, 4 singles. There's only really 15 minutes of new music on this, but it's largely in line with expectations. We don't come to Ice Spice for the lyrics. We come to her for the conciseness to her rapping. Honestly, there is a unique charisma to her spin on drill. This album will certainly not change any opinions. If you didn't like her before, you thought maybe the music was too underwritten, the delivery was too loose, this is still what you're going to feel after Y2K. But on the other hand, if you're someone who really loved her song Deli, which is not on this album but was a huge hit, you'll probably find a new song to like. I think Plenty Sun on Y2K in particular is really hard and kind of has the full Ice Spice charisma on display. Whether Ice Spice can expand her range as a rapper, I think still remains to be seen. Between Y2K and the Like EP from last year, we still haven't really had too much Ice Spice music, so I think the opportunity is still there for her to evolve a bit more, and maybe as drill evolves, she'll evolve with it, who knows. But for right now, I think Ice Spice is still largely doing what she's been doing, which has led her to great success so far. I think a big part of the reason why it feels similar to how it's done is she's still working with Riot USA as her signature producer. There's really no change in the vibe, per se. The beats are largely in line with what she's been up to thus far. The first single, Fat Butt, with a PH, fun verses, honestly, for Ice Spice, definitely doing what she's doing. I wasn't sure if she was sampling E40's Yup off his song Choices, but certainly what I was hearing in the background, kind of fun. Track 2, Osh, with Travis Scott, I think is a big miss, unfortunately, in large part because I think the lyrics are meh, the chorus is pretty simple. It's things we've heard Ice Spice do before. Verses are a bit better than the chorus. The issue, though, is the feature. Travis Scott is a complete mismatch with Ice Spice chemistry-wise. He does not match this beat well at all. Travis and drill, any form of drill for that matter, not a good mix. I appreciate the Jalen Brunson name drop from Travis, but this doesn't work. Track 3, Papa, goes a bit better just because I think it's pretty hard. The beat goes. Verse is just okay, though. Flow still kind of loose, Ice Spice, we know, kind of freestyles more often than not, so it can kind of feel amateur at times, I guess you could say. Bitch Unpacking with Gunna didn't do a whole lot for me, but Plenty Sun, as I said, very charismatic, very hard. To me, that's the best song on the album, best solo song from Ice Spice anyway. The next best song, I think, follows this up. That'd be Did It First with Central C. Really fun combo for a few reasons, because Central C is arguably the other new rap star alongside Ice Spice. We've been so devoid of new rap stars lately, and Ice Spice and Cinch are really the 2 exceptions that we have right now. And also because you have UK drill mixing with New York drill, I think that's a fun mismatch as well. Of course, they might be dating right now, or is that just good marketing? Either way, I'm into it. And funny enough, I didn't catch this myself on the first listen, but this song, Did It First, is actually interpolating Central C's song Bumpy Johnson off that No More Leaks tape he released, a year and a half ago or so. And the beat's kind of a little different, I think, partially because of that sample than some of the other Ice Spice stuff. Ultimately, the song is hard, the song has a star power. I think it's a song that can certainly stick around. Think You This Shit Fart was one of the singles on this album, and it didn't do a whole lot for me when I first heard it. And honestly, if you get past the title and the, kind of amateur toilet humor, juvenile nature of Ice Spice lyrics in general at times. Get past that, I actually think the song has really good tempo, the beat's pretty lively, and the verses are pretty solid. So it's a pretty good Ice Spice song, all things considered. And then Gimme the Light, the second to last song, I mean, that one's just fun because of the obvious Sean Paul sample. So by and large, like I said, it's not a whole lot of new music from Ice Spice, and her shortcomings and her strengths are largely still the same. So I don't think anyone's opinion is really going to be changed one way or the other regarding Ice Spice. But I would not be shocked if maybe the Central C song or something else becomes a new hit for her. I mean, Think You the Shit and Deli, which is not on this, like she's had hit after hit. Of course, Boy is a Liar Part 2, massive song for her and Pink Panthers. So the star power, the staying power, I think is legitimate. Like we're way past like the question marks people had after Munch. So now to me it's just a question of how much better of an artist, more well-rounded artist can she become, or is she gonna largely stick in this lower stakes swimming pool and just make fun music, and which is totally fine as well. We'll see. Remains to be seen. But let me know, what did you think of Ice Spice's Y2K? What was your favorite moment? What do you want to hear from Ice Spice next? And for more music reviews, more rap reviews, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.